Hello and welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to be talking more about the MFDS, and quite recently I've been getting a lot of questions about what books should I use, what resources should I use, and what did I use whenever I was studying for the MFDS. So in this video I'm going to go through 4 resources that I used, 3 books and 1 extra one that I'm going to give you at the end of the video. These should be more than enough to get you through the MFDS and pass the exam. So the first book that I used was the Master of Dentistry, Volume 2. It's Restorative, Pediatric and Orthodontics. It has a lot of information in this book, and it's got some self-assessment questions as well that you can use to test your knowledge. I think most of those are kind of true and false questions, which are not what you're going to get on the exam, but they're still useful to test your knowledge and see what kind of level the exam would be at. There's so much information in this book, and it's probably more than what you would need for the MFDS Part 1, but it doesn't hurt to have extra information. So definitely a good one to pick up. The second book that I used the most was this. It's the Oxford Handbook of Clinical Dentistry, and it's got everything in it. It's got every topic, every subject about dentistry in this book. It doesn't have a lot of information in it, but it's really good for an exam like this to give you an overview of a certain topic that you then can go and find more about in different books. To me, this is essentially the little Bible of dentistry, and you can get anything that you're looking for, you can find it in this book. There's no self-assessment in this book, but I think this is good for maybe the Part 2 examination, where you could be maybe listing things a little bit more, talking about more in depth about a topic. Something like this is really good for that. Now, before I reveal number 3, I'd just like to ask that if you are getting some value from this video, or if you're getting something from it, please like and subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. So number 3 is pass test, and this, once you kind of have all of your knowledge in place, this is your past questions, and the more of these you do, the easier the exam is going to be. They're not exam questions, but they're the closest thing that we would have. I think what the way I use this as well is that I would answer a lot of questions. If I find that I was getting some questions wrong all the time, it's a great way to identify where there are gaps in your knowledge, and you can go back and you can look at those topics again and find more in-depth detail about them that'll help you prepare for the exam. Now, the bonus resource is actually linked to number 3 as well. It's pass test again, but they have an online platform where they will let you do a huge number of questions, far more than they have in any of their books. I use that, and again, it's a great way to identify where the gaps in your knowledge are, and then focus in on those areas and really go after those.